tonight before I go to the party. So this is considered like a 5-minute face. So if you're somebody that's like, I love makeup and looking at pictures of makeup, but I don't want to put all that makeup on, or I don't know how, or I'm just getting into makeup or whatever, this is going to be the makeup routine for you. So, all right, so we're going to start out. I have already primed my face with moisturizer. You can also use primer, which is great. But the thing is I have super dry skin, so I usually just go ahead and go for the moisturizer. It just seems to work best for me. So, all right, I start out with foundation, and there are always debates in makeup circles if you should start with concealer or foundation. I am a huge believer in starting out with foundation. And there are like a million reasons why, but I'm still the big believer in that. So I do kind of skip over the areas though where I know I'm definitely going to be applying some extra concealer like under my eyes. I just skip that area basically with foundation. Sometimes I go just with, our foundation is full coverage enough, you really can just go without concealer if you don't have like a breakout going on or something like that. So I'm using our buffer brush, which should be back in stock soon. It's like the best thing since sliced bread, as we say in Texas. All right, so my skin has been doing really well. So I've been on shots to literally like shut my ovaries down. Isn't that fun? So I have had a few moments of hot flashes, guys. It's very glamorous. So anyways, but my skin has done really well. I've been amazed. I figured that that the shots would give me breakouts. So I'm a little surprised that so far nothing. And I'm wondering if it's my skincare, because I am a stickler for my skincare. All right. Now I'm going to go into my brightener concealer, and I cleaned off my brush just a little bit on my arm to make sure that I'm not mixing a ton of foundation into my concealer, because we want to keep that waterproof component of the concealer going strong. So, how's everyone's day going? I'm so excited about this party tonight. It's gonna be so much fun. Some of the ladies that are coming are just, they're a hoot and a half. So, hey Taryn, how are you? So our mascara, Taryn, you reminded me, our mascara is coming back in stock tomorrow. I'm so excited because I am like down to the bottom of my tube. I need a new tube of mascara. So anyways, and I have the old tube because I've had mine for a good long while. I have the old tube and now we have a new brush, and I keep hearing good things about it from customers. So yeah, I would think watching a live video would be more fun than grading math, but I'm not much of a math scholar, so. Okay, so I'm just hitting different parts of my face with concealer. Now I did say this is the 5-minute face. It's gonna take me longer on Facebook Live though than in real life because I'm talking. And if I were doing a 5-minute face for reels, I would be like focused doing everything. But you can totally get all of this done in 5 minutes. So, all right, now I'm gonna take, pro tip or not so pro tip, I take my concealer brush when it has concealer on it, and I kind of like to make a cream blush by taking my brush, dipping it into my blush, and then rubbing it in. I don't know why I'm liking doing this these days, but I just feel like it looks really, really pretty. And it also allows me to skip setting powder when I want that dewy look. So if you like the dewy look, but you want to be able to put your blush on and it go on super smooth, this will work with like any, yes, the brush is from Limelight. It's our buffer brush. I'm hearing from people that they like the buffer brush better than the foundation brush because this thing is just awesome, and I can totally believe it. So I don't know, I like both. I think foundation brush and the buffer brush are great, so I'll go for either. But so there we go, got some blush on. Super easy, guys, super easy. Okay, now we're gonna do 2 eyeshadows. I'm not gonna go crazy because this is the 5-minute face. So I've already primed my eyelids with primer, which is our concealer, and I'm gonna take I have the numbers and the names written out. Aren't I fancy? Okay, so One Night Sand, number 26 right here, which is a gorgeous kind of taupey nude color, I guess, or beigey nude color. And we're just gonna go across the eye with this. It is just a little bit darker than my skin tone, and I love it. Okay, so see, we just did the lid with that. That's all we're gonna do. Now we're gonna switch to the other eye. This is smooth as silk, guys, smooth as silk. Now, if you were super, like, no makeup, don't like a lot, blend it up. Just blend this up a little bit onto your eye. See that? How it gets rid of that harsh line. Okay, if this is all you want, this is all you need. Isn't that great? It's such a great color, and it's good on a lot of different, I've done this eyeshadow on some different skin tones, and it looks great on a gamut of skin tones. So now we're gonna go into 28, Ashen for Trouble. Got my little notes. Ashen for Trouble, and because this is simple makeup, I'm just gonna take it and put it in the corner and pull it out toward the center of the eye. Now, that doesn't do crazy things, so you can't really mess it up, and you're done. You can pull it up and around if you would like to get super fancy, but since it's the 5-minute makeup routine, we're not gonna get super fancy today. Okay, see how that just adds some dimension to the eye? See? It just does something. It makes the eye pop because there's this depth on the outside. Now, I'm a stickler for pulling that darker shade under the eye just a tad. So I'm going to take the Ashen for Trouble and I'm going to pull it down below the lash line because I'm not going to put mascara on my lower lashes. I did go ahead and put on a couple of coats of mascara. And see how that adds, again, some depth to the outer part of the eye, which makes the eye look bigger. So even though it's the 5-minute face, take the time to do that because it just kicks your makeup up like a notch without having to do a ton of stuff. And you can't mess that up. I promise, you cannot mess it up. Okay, so now we've got the eyeshadow pulled down underneath. We're gonna go in, and normally if I hadn't done mascara, we would just go in with our mascara. But if you're wanting super long lashes that look super natural, maybe you're the natural girl, try doing 2 thin coats. And you will get super, super long, luxurious lashes. It's very simple. It doesn't have to take a lot of time. You can do 1 coat, then do your brows, then come back and do another coat. But let it dry in between and you'll get even more length. So, all right, now you guys see how my brows are just, 1, they're crazy. And then 2, there's just like little patches where it's too light. Okay, I'm gonna take my Ashen for Trouble, this darker color, because that's a good match for my brow color, and we're just gonna gently fill this in. Now, okay, the crazy thing is this stays all day in my brows, but if you have super fine brows, feel free to dampen your brush or get some finishing powder or finishing spray. I always mix those words up. Finishing spray, and dampen the brush ahead of time and it will stay. I promise. Okay, now see how we went from just having some patches where my brows were just kind of too thin? See? Now we've got nice, awesome brows. Have I told you guys how when I was a kid, like I had these brows or bigger, and it was in the 90s when everybody had these like super thin brows. Like that was the thing. I got teased a lot. Okay, now we're gonna take a really gorgeous nude matte mascara lipstick and put this on. See how pretty that is? It's very, very, very neutral. Okay, I love our lip sticks because they're super moisturizing. I think the closest texture lipstick that I've tried is Clinique. Has a very similar texture. Ours, I think, is a little bit thicker, which I like because it stays longer. I always had an issue with Clinique's lipstick rubbing off immediately. So it's moisturizing like Clinique, but it has a better texture. So, oh, and somebody at one of my parties accidentally nubbed it. So it's it's kind of funny trying to put it on because, hey Kim, how are you? Okay, now this is the no makeup routine. So what do you guys think? Give me some hearts if you like it. This is super, super, super easy. The shade on the eyeshadow is 26 and 28, One Night Stand and Ashen for Trouble. The lipstick is not telling, so I don't know which one you were wondering about, but I just realized I didn't get this blended in well. Guys, blend, blend. Okay, now really quickly, oh shoot, my favorite gloss is not in here. Okay, so if you really like lipstick, you're good to go. But if you like a little bit of a sheen, you can always just put a dab on the bottom lip and rub it together to get a more like, I don't know, glossy look. I love doing that. I think it's really pretty. So this is the no makeup routine. So let me know if you guys have any questions, but one thing I will say, even with the no makeup routine, don't forget to set your makeup. It will last 10 times longer. You will get to the end of your day and it will look like what it looked like when you put it on. So I've not always been a setting spray girl, but this is our 10 years younger makeup finish ultra fine oil free mist. It's also silicone free, which is great because that that means it won't clog your pores. Love to see you there. So all right, love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh, it's from 6:30 to 9:30. My brain. Oh my gosh, my brain. Anyways, all right, I'll talk to you guys later. Love you.